Hello everyone, Frank here, live from Shanghai. I'd like to start out by telling you a little bit about hypnosis and clinical hypnotherapy and what you might expect from a hypnotherapy session. I've written what we call a pre-induction speech, which is a kind of introduction to the world of hypnotherapy. And it's one of the purposes is to dispel a lot of myths about hypnosis, as well as to inform the client of what to expect. And I would also like to address any questions or concerns you may have, so do feel free to drop me an email at atlas33@gmail.com. Okay, so most people find hypnosis a comfortable and safe process. Hypnosis is an individualized talking treatment for any number of client situations and conditions. It's a client-centered therapy. Hypnosis has been an approved treatment of the American Medical Association since 1958 and the American Psychological Association since 1960. It's been explored for much of human history in one form or another. Medicine, religious trance, athletics, combat, martial arts, firewalking, meditation, and yoga have all experienced the deeper mental states attained under hypnosis. As a modern medical treatment, you could find its origins around 1773 with the German physician Franz Anton Mesmer, from whom we get the word mesmerize. Let's see. In the 1800s, the Scottish physician James Braid utilized it. Freud in the 19th century, and Milton Erickson in the 20th century, who established it as the therapeutic treatment modality we've come to recognize today. In our modern world, the important thing to remember, to keep in mind about hypnotherapy, is that it is safe and that it is scientifically proven effective. Hypnosis has helped millions of people and continues to grow as a treatment method as people strive to create models of health rather than disease. The question is how much a client wants to be helped and how accurately the therapist analyzes the client for effecting positive and permanent change in the client's life. A lot of things occur in a hypnotherapy session. Now, some people are concerned with safety. Well, at no point does a client really lose control or lose their control of their will. The client's in a state of deep relaxation and mental clarity. But they are also conscious and aware of and feeling quite themselves, though possibly at depths of relaxed focus never reached before. And if you've never tried hypnotherapy, you may find you have never been that relaxed in your life. That's what I found out. Okay, in short, a hypnotist could never get someone to do something against that person's will. In fact, many such mind control experiments have been attempted by psychologists, and all have failed. So, the client never surrenders his or her ability to just get up and leave the room. Now remember, a client may be aware of everything that's said during a hypnotherapy session, and that's okay because they are still in hypnosis. The client may suddenly get up and go to the bathroom, and that's okay because they are still in hypnosis. The gate to the subconscious mind is still open. The suggestions are still planted, whether they have an obvious immediate effect or a delayed and indirect one. It's not even necessary for a client to remember everything that was said during the session. And in some cases, there can even be a certain amount of amnesia. The fact is, the subconscious associations that govern conscious behaviors and perceptions will have been altered in a fundamental, purposeful way. It's truly a direct personal transformation, and it will manifest itself throughout the lifespan. Okay, so hypnosis is not mind control. It is mind influence at its deepest core. The conscious mind is always in control of one's actions, but it depends on long-held subconscious associations that can trigger our deepest pleasure or anxiety responses. The subconscious responds with a lifetime of positive and negative associations, irrational pleasures and anxieties which have accumulated throughout one's life. These associations continue to affect our conscious perceptions and choices, and we don't always recognize their influence. Hypnosis is a way of going deep and reprogramming these basic subconscious associations, as well as our conscious determinations, to something that serves our lives in a more healthful and empowering manner. Hypnosis alters our automatic responses to life. It even improves performance. Just ask Mary Lou Retton, Sylvester Stallone, Mark McGuire, Jack Nicklaus, and Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, what does he know? The hypnotic state is a natural shifting of brainwave frequency. Our brains have different wave patterns depending on our circadian rhythms and whether we are waking or sleeping or drifting. The frequencies shift just like tuning a radio. You have to adjust the frequency for the signal to come in clear. People who meditate strive to attain this state of heightened open awareness throughout the day, but they may leave their subconscious minds open to any other kind of influence. To describe it another way, the problem with leaving a gate open is that any stray dog may wander in and start ruining the yard. Hypnosis opens the gate, landscapes the garden, and then closes the gate and leaves it closed. The client's garden flourishes without any more dogs getting in. Okay, so this is part 1, week 9 hypnosis and clinical hypnotherapy. Check out part 2, and I'll tell you more about it. And I just want to say a personal note: if you are addicted to something like cigarettes or alcohol or any other kind of medicine or drugs, now is the time to be facing that addiction. And I'm telling you about hypnosis and hypnotherapy in the hopes that you will start to make that kind of change in those behavior patterns. You don't have to suffer through withdrawal. Hypnosis is one tool we can use to ease our suffering and to facilitate positive and healthful transformation and control from these things. Okay, if you're addicted to caffeine, I'm not pointing a finger at you. Okay, check out part 2, week 9.